listening to KMRO FM, Kamurocho Radio, the number one, only active Yakuza podcast that I have seen on Google.
That's honestly a little surprising.
There might be another one that I'm not thinking about.
Well, they're not as good. And that's why you listen to us.
It's true. I'm Jordan, and with me, as always, is Argyle in the booth.
It's me. Hello.
And we are not talking about Yakuza today.
We're not.
Psych. Owned.
We're talking about Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise.
We're talking about Yakuza Ishin, which Ryuga Gotoku Ishin. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Lost Judgment, the second and final ? Series.
Exclamation point.
The final ! Series in the Judgment duo of games.
The epic duology.
The duology of Judgment that was not supposed to be a duology, but alas. Let this be a lesson to all of you who want to cast a movie star or a famous celebrity in your video game. Don't.
Just don't do it, folks.
Stop doing it.
But the thing is, they're doing it more. They're doing it more and more.
Fucking put in Peter Dinklage as your stupid robot, and you have to, so bad that you have to patch him out. Casting Takaya Kimura as your protagonist and his agency.
At least maybe not somebody who has a psychotic agency who controls their likeness.
Yeah.
And just doesn't want that likeness to be on a computer for whatever reason.
So, Lost Judgment, for people who maybe don't follow this side of the series, is the second game in the spin-off Judgment series, which is about a lawyer turned detective named Takayuki Yagami. As it currently stands, this is the action game branch of the series.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Well,
yeah. So
it was supposed to be.
So was supposed to be, yeah. So like the Ichiban games, and they have already said there's going to be more of those. Those will continue to be turn-based JRPGs, and these were the action beat 'em up style that you're used to.
So
they are a different like fiction genre than the older games are. They're more of a noir spin.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that the first Judgment was much more. It was very neo-noir. This one, I don't know about it so much. It doesn't feel like it leans into that.
Not so much.
No. So before we talk about any specifics, how are you liking it? I've probably sunk 15, 20, less than 20, more than 15 hours into Judgment so far.
I think when I saved, I was at about 30 hours. I'm an
you,
insane person who
play
spends
way
a lot
slower.
of time just kind of wandering around. Yeah, I just play games very slowly. Where I'm not that much further ahead of you, and I've probably done, I don't know, maybe a little bit more side content than you, but not 10 hours worth.
No. It's just that skateboarding is so relaxing.
I did spend a lot of time just wandering around in the early chapters, grinding XP so I could get the XP boosters.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of person that I am. I see an XP boost upgrade, I'm like, well, I gotta get that.
I gotta get that. It's gonna be, if I don't have this in the early game, then I'm gonna be behind for the late game. So I like it a lot. First of all, just as a blanket statement, I think that it's really good. It has Argyle, the combat, chef kiss.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say overall, I think we both really like it. It's extremely good.
It's really good. I would say tentatively, and I mean, I'm in chapter 5 of the story right now, and I feel like by this point, the original Judgment had gripped me more in terms of story.
Yeah,
but in terms of gameplay, I think Lost Judgment has the edge.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be up there. certainly. It really depends on how the story pans out. Because I think in a lot of ways the gameplay is just better than the original Judgment.
It's just Judgment, but better. That's really where I'm raising my eyebrows at this game, is the story. And we'll keep it spoiler free, and then maybe like
I do want a content warning if you're going to play this game.
Yes, it does tell you.
We're not going to talk about the plot too much. It
No.
does have a content warning before you start the game, which is nice. But a content warning for like bullying, suicide, sexual abuse, sexual assault.
Yeah, there's some really heavy ones in this game.
Just like gore.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that body at the beginning of the game is really... It's like the first 30 seconds of the game. It's just a disgusting dead body. It's really gross.
So do we want to get into what's new about the game?
Yeah, let's see. So, where to start? Well, first of all, this is the first of the Judgment spin-off action game set in Ijincho, the new map. And I think that is one of the most positive changes from 7. And I love 7, but I think that having that freedom to actually explore Ijincho...
Yeah, because now it is structured like a Yakuza game and not structured like an RPG. You can explore the whole city as soon as you get there.
Yeah, and you don't need to worry about...
cordoned off. And,
and
having to worry about rogue gangs of like... rave guys attacking you with glow sticks.
Yes, it feels more conducive to, the Yakuza game style, where it's like, if you want to do some side content, you don't feel like you need to worry about getting over there. And even by the time in Yakuza 7 that you really make enough money that taxis are just permanently viable as a means of traversal. There's still, I don't think, that many taxis, and also even
there's a good deal of taxis.
There's a good deal of
like
taxis,
having to discover all the taxis.
Yeah, you got to discover them, and then you got to get a couple random encounters out of the way. In this game, Yagami gets a skateboard that just like
cuts down. Ignore him.
It makes goons ignore him. It cuts back on travel time a lot. Like, getting around the city is never an issue in this game, which is good because the map is really big compared to Kamurocho.
It's absurd.
But also, I think that's good that this game came after 7, because now I'm already familiar with the map, which is like... I don't need to
I think 7 is the ideal way to introduce a map this big, and then they can just go with... Okay, well, this map exists now in all the future games, and we don't have to like. I think opening it up slowly is smart in 7, right? Because you're used to things like Kamurocho. If you play the games before, you're used to Kamurocho, so you kind of have to slowly crawl your way across the map, and then your horizons broaden. Presumably, if you're a fan of the series, you've played 7 before this, so you already know Ijincho.
Yeah.
So you don't need that. Gradual broadening that 7 gave you.
And it's like, even the things that they change around, you still know the gist of like, oh, here's where the batting cage is, here's where the Chinatown, here's where the station is. It's like, okay, easy. Besides that, let's see. I think the greatest strengths of Lost Judgment, first of all, the combat is better than Dragon Engine combat has ever been. Which is really good. It's just like, I think that they put a lot into like making it really feel good and impactful. Like there's just little things like when Yagami does a fully charged punch in Tiger style, it like freezes the game for a second.
Just a second. Yeah, which is
so
like
satisfying.
Yeah, that's not something that happened in like previous games. Like even when you had charged finishers, like say on Saejima in 4. That's not something that happened, but
yeah, it just feels really good. It's super punchy.
I feel like all the styles are a lot more powerful than they were before.
Yes, they are.
In the first game, it's like you're basically going to use Tiger for everything except for like maybe really big crowds, or if you're using EX boost on Crane on a big crowd, like that's good, or like the heat actions that'll take out multiple guys. But like Tiger is just so much better than Crane in a lot of situations. Whereas here it feels like they are more specialized, and they are much stronger in those areas that they're specialized in.
And it's good. Like I think it's the changing between them, and I can't remember if it was like this in Judgment, but changing between them is so fast.
Oh, it's also it's way faster swapping between styles in this.
So like if you're fighting a group with like one boss character or one tough character, it's really easy to, use Crane style, knock a bunch of guys over, switch over to Tiger, deal some
land a couple good hits on him, and then maybe swap to Crane once they start to close in again.
Yes. It just feels really good. There is a difficulty problem for the first 4 chapters, I think. Where I am at in the game, I've finally gotten to the point where I don't feel...
Okay, so you got to it before we started recording.
Yes. So by the time you get to the end of chapter 4, the game throws some more demanding combat encounters at you that require you to actually utilize the full moveset. Before then,
like
it just feels
the street
like...
goons before that point in chapter 4, they go down so fast. It's really like...
Yeah, and the story mission enemies too. They just fold right in half.
I will say, like, the boss fights, at least from what I've done, none of them have been like all that difficult.
No,
I think it's fine, but they've gone by way quicker than I thought they would.
Yeah, I do think at the end of the day, Yakumi is just a bit too powerful.
It's maybe a little too powerful, like especially against bosses. I think that's fine against crowds. We're still in
early game, so I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen later, because the original Judgment had some tough bosses. Especially just
and
like...
I don't know about you, but I have completely avoided getting attack boost, like attack upgrades.
I only just now got attack upgrades because where I was at, it felt like I just wasn't doing enough damage.
They're outpacing you just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So I did finally start getting attack boosts, but like
I'm contemplating getting maybe the first one, but I'm kind of good where I'm at, to be honest.
This game has a crazy amount of upgrades. I mean, Yagami has 3 styles now. Oh, we should talk about Snake style.
Yeah, we should really talk about Snake style, because we haven't even said it.
Snake style is so cool.
It's probably my favorite of the 3.
It's definitely the one that I always have defaulted, and I don't really know if it's just because it's so new, but it feels like it's supposed to be kind of specialized, but it's just so fun to use, and it also is just super useful for parrying and I mean, you know what it is like? It's like Tanimura from Yakuza, but like good and useful.
Yeah, no, I said this like as soon as I used Snake style for the first time. Is that it feels like Tanimura, like what they wanted Tanimura to be.
I mean, it's exactly what they wanted Tani. Like, it is a combination of parrying enemies and then
like a very versatile like defensive moveset,
and then using arm twists and arm locks and stuff like that. That's exactly what Tanimura was doing, except.
Yeah, like he had the handcuff takedowns and stuff.
And Yagami has the very funny EX surrenders.
They're all very good.
They're really good. Those are, for people who aren't playing, they only work on weaker enemies, and you have to like terrify them first, but then they're insta kill. Like, you basically scare them so bad that they pass out. Like you tap them out, or he like feigns
do
a punch.
Really intimidating Kabe down on them,
and then they literally just like eyes roll back and they pass out.
I really like the effect when you do those too, where the whole environment goes black and white.
It's really funny. So those are good.
I also really like the disarms on Snake style. I don't know if you've...
Yeah, those are pretty good.
I do them every chance I get.
Yes. I just like those little like mid combat micro challenges. Like they added the mortal,
the Flux Fisher.
Yeah, the Flux Fisher.
and the mortal counter in this one.
Have you gotten Flux Fisher yet? Because I can't find it.
I have not.
Okay, I'm very excited for it. Flux Fisher is super fun. Okay, what else? The second thing, the third thing I think I wanted to talk about is the side content, which there's a lot of, as always. And you got your usuals, your darts. There's darts. There's mahjong, gambling, shogi, batting cages, golf, like the driving range. The big new introduction for Lost Judgment is definitely Seiryo High School. That's probably like the key sort of focus on this game. So
that's a whole like side plot.
It's like, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a point where the game stops kind of centering around the high school, but at least in the early game, the high school is just kind of everything that you're doing is there.
Like I have done, I feel like, a pretty good amount of it, but it, like, if I look at the school diary thing, it's like there's nothing, and I haven't even discovered like half of the clubs yet.
Yeah, it just feels like its own. It really, more so than any other time we say this, it really just feels like its own game.
Yeah, like this seems like more of a side plot than, you know, any other side plot, you know, like the cabaret club or the real estate.
It feels like I haven't really fully broken through it, but where it's at is like there are multiple mini games based around the school, and each of them has their own story, but they all intersect with each other. The idea behind the high school, first of all, is this is a story about bullying, and you're investigating a bullying incident at the high school. I say it's a game about bullying. I'm still not entirely sure about that, but
yeah, I mean it's
definitely a key plot point.
It's a key motivator to some characters.
Yakumi, in an effort to gain access to the high school, takes on a club advisory role as the head of the mystery research club.
Very convenient that they needed an advisor.
Exactly. And then in doing so, it pretty much opens up all of these different intersecting plot threads. The one that I'm working on right now is involves some conflicts happening in the dance club. But I know there's other clubs.
I've had to put dance club on hold because I need to get. So the way these work is when you progress or like do things in certain clubs, they will raise one of 4 stats. I don't remember what the stats are called. It's like appeal, teamwork, leadership, something else. And so if I want to do more of dance, I need to get my appeal higher. So I need to just go do other clubs that'll raise my appeal, and then I can do more dance. But
what clubs are there even? I mean,
the ones that I have discovered, like there's Mystery Research Club. I'm just going through the school diary. Mystery Research Club. There's Dance Club.
I know Robotics
Esports Club, Robots Club, and I think Skating is the other one that I have. I think that's all the ones that I have, and then that's half of them. There's 10 total.
Yeah. So. I mean, the dancing is its own little rhythm minigame. I know Robotics has a minigame that is not well received in this one.
From what I've played of the Robots one, it's mostly just like you either do the one winning strategy or you're going to have a bad time with it.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I really like this framing device of the high school. I like the characters. Each club has its own cast of characters. It just feels like a really smart way to just put a ton of side content into one area and have it all kind of work like congruously with the story. There's and then besides that, I mean the thing about Judgment that I definitely feel regarding that is that the side missions, the side cases they're called, those are like your sub stories, are usually much more substantial than the sub stories, and not to say they're better or worse, just that they're just longer and a bit more involved, and getting to them in the game is really interesting now.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them that they won't just give to you, that you have to find.
You have to go and use an app developed by your friend Tsukomo.
Basically to find trending topics. And
it's very funny. So you go around the map, and then it's like a bunch of people will be posting on social media about this one thing, and then you go, maybe this is you have to like look through, hey, this sounds like a sub story.
Like, you have to find out in some cases about that topic by just listening to random conversations on the street. So there's like designated hangout spots where people will just be talking, and you'll hear them talking about, I don't know, like a random, like a ramen stall or something that they really like. So you get on the case of the Phantom Ramen stall.
I'll say about this system as a Yakuza non-completionist, as a person who does not find any pleasure in seeing every single tiny thing about the game, and just kind of having my own experience with the game where I enjoy learning that I've missed a couple things. Like, oh, cool, there's so much to see, you can't possibly see it all. So for me, this system doesn't bother me. I feel like for a person who really likes to tick off the checkboxes, this might be a little bit bothersome, because it isn't just like, there's no way that you can do a sub-story tracker or like the items, the trouble finder or whatever. For this, you have to, it's a multi-step process. You have to find.
I mean, a lot of them do just show up, though.
Yeah, for sure. But for the like completionists out there, this might make it a little bit more. I kind of get the feeling that if there is one that can be discovered at a hangout spot, they kind of weight it so that you're going to get that one like next time you go to it, or like pretty soon. And then there's also like the cases that show up on the case board as well. Yeah, the ones that they just give to you. Yeah. There's a couple other ways you can get subs. So there's the school stories. There's the chatter, social media keywords. There's also a dog. There's a dog. I don't know if this is something that I only just today unlocked the dog. I cannot tell if this is an issue where it's like, the game is not properly giving me instructions, but it kind of seems like if you just walk around town with the dog out, that it might eventually come up across a sub-story for you. But if that's the case, then I have not found one. Yeah, exactly, because all the dog seems to do for me is like dig up items. Yeah, on occasion, like, and with another feature that basically also amounts to digging up items. Yeah, and it feels like maybe this is just going to be there will just be beats in the story where they need to bring out the dog. Yeah, it's like you get to a sub-story and they're like, oh, we need to find this guy. We need to sniff him out. And it's like, oh, yeah. I have a dog. I can do that. Speaking of point, like side objectives, and also, I just want to say, even though the dog does live in Nijincho, you can't summon him to Kamurocho. Yeah, the dog will take the rail, the train from Yokohama. The other thing I wanted to say about improvements from this game is that Judgment, one of the biggest complaints that people had about Judgment was just like the tedious tailing missions mainly. And I feel like you do a lot of tailing missions. There was a lot of them in Judgment. So far, I have done like 2. I've done like a decent amount of side cases. So this is the thing, is that they actually really, not only did they get rid of tailing missions, but they also added just a lot of extra things. There's just a lot more variety to the detective shit. Like there's parkour, like climbing. That's pretty fun. There's some very scripted. It's Call of Duty style stealth. Yeah, stealth. It is completely on rails. There's no challenge. Yeah, like there is one way to do it, and if you don't do it that way, yeah. But I like those as just little like side distractions or just kind of flesh out ways to break up the pace. Yeah, exactly. And then there's this tailing missions, which are way rarer in this game, and they fixed them. They made them a lot simpler, boring. Yeah. And what else? There's photography. You have to take pictures of things. I always like when you have to take a picture. I have not had to take pictures outside of the intro, but there's at least one sub story that mostly involves taking pictures of a very fast moving object that I kind of liked.
Okay.
There's also
I think I know
gadget-
which one you're talking about. I just haven't
there's
started that
gadgets too. There's like a signal tracker. There's a directional microphone. There's a dog.
The drone.
The drone. They haven't used the drone much in this game yet, where I'm at.
I don't think I've used it at all in the story.
I was a little disappointed about that. I fucking loved the drone. The drone was like one of the big stars of Judgment. The drone, the penguin, and the drone. The drone races are still, or the pigeon. Yeah, I don't know why you said penguin.
You said penguin.
I said penguin. I thought you said penguin. I don't know. I'm tired. The pigeon is good, and I hope to see it in the story a little bit because it's really fun to have to like take pictures with it. What else? Is there any? Okay, here's a question. What were you disappointed to see taken off the map for Judgment? Is there anything that you
7 or from Judgment 1?
From 7 or from Judgment 1? Yeah.
Ooh. Let me think. The city hasn't changed that much. At least
the city is pretty similar. They didn't take that much out.
The only thing that comes to mind that I recognize was gone was a wet kitchen on Theater Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Kamurocho is pretty. There's a lot of ads for some anime girl slot machine.
Oh yeah, the pachinko.
Oh, here's a really big change. They stuffed this game full of games. The arcade selection feels more comprehensive than it ever has. Mm-hmm. There's a lot. There's I think 4 fighting games.
There's a lot more things in the UFO cactus now.
And also Yagami's office has a master system.
Yeah, Yagami's office has that master system.
It has like full video games that you can play on it. I haven't found that many, but I think that's really cool. Though I will say, where's the pinball table, Yagami?
What did you do with it?
What did he do with it? That was like my favorite thing. I fucking love that pinball table.
He got sick of paying the Unity license.
He literally complains at some point in Judgment 1 about, he's like, yeah, I've got this pinball table, but it just takes up a lot of space and I kind of regret buying it.
So the master system takes up like slightly less space and you can at least put it like flush against the wall.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to, you can put like furniture where the pinball table had gone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the arcade selection, let's see, it's got the
Sonic
Virtual
the
Fighters,
of course.
Sonic the Fighters.
Virtual Fighter 5.
There's one more
Final
fighting
Showdown.
game that I can't think of off the top of my head.
Oh fuck! I have played it. You like your character has like armor and you can break it off. It's neat. I don't remember the name of it though.
There's
Motor Raid.
Both Motor Raid. I like Motor Raid. That one's fun.
Motor Raid is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, there's also Super Hang On and
Outrun. Is Outrun in the game?
Oh, maybe not. I know Super Hang
On, but not Outrun.
And
Fantasy
then
Zone.
Fantasy Zone is so fucking hard. I cannot get past like the first 30 seconds of Fantasy Zone.
I can, but I don't like it. There's Space Harrier. That's Space Harrier.
There is also the sequel to Kamuro of the Dead, on-rails zombie shooter.
Hama of the Dead.
Hama of the Dead, which is set in Yokohama. I love that they put that in there. It's always nice.
Yeah, that's a real good one. I really like Kamuro of the Dead, so I'm glad they made like a new one. I just blasted through all 5 levels of it in like half an hour or something. Not even that.
It's a fun one to just kind of sit down and play all together. Mm-hmm. There's a thing that happens every time I play a game in the series. Is that I will find myself getting better or worse at certain mini games and have to check to see if they actually changed it. And I say that because I was so good at darts in Yakuza 7, and I cannot play darts anymore. And I don't know if because at some point they changed it where you used to like use the stick to charge your throw, and then they just changed it to a timing X button press.
Yeah,
and I don't know when they changed that, but I can't hit the bullseye like I used to.
It started with 6.
Okay, they did change it for all of them. That's disappointing. I just got bad, I guess. But yeah,
I mean, the dart seems the same to me.
Yeah, I know
what it
exactly.
was
I
in
don't know what
7.
happened.
I've played it a few times, and I'm just as good at it as I always was. So it's not.
I'll tell you what I'm
hard
disappointed
one.
is missing is I really miss Can Quest. It wouldn't have Yakumi wouldn't have worked for Yakumi because he didn't start out homeless. But Can Quest was so fun, and I miss it a lot. And I miss Kansan, but I don't know where you went.
I will say you asked if the batting cages are easier. I think they might be just a little bit. I think they changed it so that the placement of the pitches is just not as mean as it would be. It feels
more forgiving. I really don't know. It really feels easier. You know what else they brought back is the VR.
Oh yeah, Dyson Cube.
Yeah, Dyson Cube the Mario Party mini game, and I think they fixed that one too a little bit because the way it used to work was that you had to get to the goal in a certain number of moves. Now you're just playing against a computer
against a rival.
That just works so much better, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what the penalty is for if you lose against.
Does it still have the play passes?
It does. It's exactly the same way. It's like you need 3 of them to play the small board, like 5 or whatever to play medium, and then a bunch to play large. And then there are the free passes that you can get. Yeah. I've only found one of them. I don't even know where the rest are, much less like how much they cost.
It's kind of a crazy feature because the reason that they gate that off is because the VR makes you just hilarious amounts of money.
Oh yeah, I played it twice and I am like I made like $1 million between those 2 plays on the small board too.
Yeah, I don't really understand what that's one of my complaints that I had. Actually, unless they bring it back, Judgment had a pretty good avenue to funnel
app.
Yeah, the I can't remember what it was called.
I don't either.
Yeah, I can't remember. But there was an app that was like Kickstarter. That was just where all of Yakumi's money was going. Yeah, you just dumped
money into it.
But now they don't have... I mean, at least I haven't unlocked it yet. So money is just...
There doesn't seem to be room on your cell phone for it, so...
No. I don't know what the money is for in this one. This is something that some Yakuza games have a problem with. 7 didn't have this problem. 0 didn't have this problem. Lost Judgment has this problem so bad. There is nothing.
I have not found anything that they're really to spend money on aside from like drone parts, and those aren't even the most expensive ones aren't that expensive.
Skill books, and there are weapons and armor. Not weapons. There's armor that you can get for Yakumi, but Yakumi is so strong. I don't see any point to invest in armor.
I mean, I've gotten my favorite ones for 1, cheap, and 2, like just playing like mini games and shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the money's for. It is entirely possible that money will factor into the game later in the second or third.
Yeah, there's suddenly a part in the story where you need to get 10 million yen.
Yeah, I think Yakumi might have a better time of that than Ichiban did, because it doesn't mean you just have to sit there doing the real estate forever.
Oh Christ! I forgot that was in 7. I was like, is that a Yakuza 1 that you have to do that? No, it's in 7.
They just 10 million.
That. Yep. So, I mean, the new mini games. Which ones have you played? You've only done the dance, right?
I've only really done the dance. I haven't done the. The
dance is tricky.
It is tricky. I have found it much easier to put both hands on the directional
really
face buttons.
It really starts to hurt my thumb. Like just doing any song on hard will just like it kills me.
It is really demanding. It reminds me of the Hatsune Miku rhythm game, where it just feels like the controller does not have enough responsiveness to fully fully accommodate the button combinations that it's asking you to press. Like pressing 2 buttons and then 1 button very fast, it just doesn't feel like it works on the controller. But then again, I kind of like that. It's challenging, and I like that.
It is the first like properly challenging rhythm mini game that they've had in the series, because previously it was just like karaoke, and then Haruka's part of Yakuza 5, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's really easy. Haruka's shit.
The dance club is, I mean, It's ridiculous too. The dancing is crazy.
And like this can be fine if if you're on like normal. It's like
no,
it's not that hard. But if you are on hard, oof, it hurts.
I don't think the game ever makes you actually.
It doesn't. No, you don't need to.
Yeah, it's up to you.
You can play it on like very easy every time if you want.
Even during the like
meets.
Story meets, yeah. I gotta say, I love. Speaking of the meets and just all the new characters, like the school stories are just so fun. I struggle to like think of what they could replace these with in another game, but just
a big web of like different gameplay styles and that you have to like do piece by piece. It's like you said, the high school like club system is
it really is
a genius way of doing that.
And it's good because it doesn't detract from anything else. I mean, there's 42, I think, side cases in addition to the school stories and the main story and all the other mini games and challenges.
DLC side cases that you can get.
Like there is so much in this game. A special shout out, by the way, to the Mystery Research Club president Amasawa, who is super funny. Great character. I really like that Yakumi is just endlessly being bossed around by this child. This very small
really
high schooler who's just like half his size and just has no qualms about telling.
If you don't help me, I'm going to turn you into the police for being a fucking pervert.
Yeah. For the record, for people who haven't played the game, he is not a pervert.
Not actually.
No. Her brain is just gigantic. I really like that the dog, the mystery dog, is her dog.
To be her dog
that she trained to solve mysteries.
Yeah, she just read like a cool book with a mystery solving dog, or saw Scooby-Doo or whatever, and was like, "Oh fuck, I want that."
That is another really weird. Speaking of Scooby-Doo, that is another really bizarre thing about this game is that it's trying harder than any of the other games to be very current in very odd ways. I mean, there's a lot of conversations about like there's a thing about deep fakes. There's people talking about esports. There's just a lot of stuff like that where it just kind of it gets closer to talking about real world stuff than it usually does.
It's at like least current trends. Like I think that's. I mean, I feel like that might be a consequence of you being around high schoolers for a lot of it.
I guess so, maybe. Yeah, it is really funny. I really enjoyed that about it. This is also the first Yakuza game set post-pandemic, and we were talking about it on
the way that they have resolved this is go ahead.
They just barely mention it. I think there are some characters wearing masks, but I don't actually. I mean, people in Japan wear masks when they get sick all the time, so
yeah, it's I don't you've been able to see people on the street wearing masks since probably the first game.
It doesn't really bother me, for the record. I don't think that I care too much whether the escapist crime drama Yakuza fantasy is hampered in the reality of, wait, why aren't all these people wearing masks? That would be, hey, you know what? That's the solution to getting to having to replace the actor, though. They can just put a mask on him for the next game. And then they'll just
it's Yakuza 5 where Kiryu was wearing sunglasses and a hat and a mask at the beginning, and then he takes it off and it's a different actor. Holy shit.
Which is weird because Kiryu doesn't have an actor. I mean, he has a voice actor, but his face is original. He does not share a face with anyone. Good news for all Judgment enjoyers. Basically every character is back in this one. I can think of maybe one or two characters who lived through the plot of Judgment but do not return for Lost Judgment. Most of the other side characters appear, which is good.
Who are you thinking of?
The only character that I can think of who is not currently in this game as of where I am, and I guess minor spoilers if you care to know, is Ayabe has not shown up in this game where I'm at, and I don't think he will.
The dirty cop, right?
Yeah, the crooked cop. that's basically it. I mean, all the people from Genda Law Office are back. Tsukumo is back. Sugiura is back. All of the like side street characters from Judgment are back. And they kind of point him out. Hey, look, it's this guy from this game. Oh, remember him?
They have gone to great lengths to make sure that you can play this game without playing the first. Entirely, it's like the plot is entirely unrelated. Every single character gets reintroduced with exactly what your relationship to them is. And
exactly.
How you met
it's really funny. They're just like, oh yes, it's you. I remember 3 years ago when we did this.
Yeah, it's just like every time I think about it, I just think about how they introduced Sugiura in this game, where they're just like, you used to be a thief, and then he's like, well, I only stole from, bad people, and we didn't steal from, the poor or anything.
Yeah. Every character just gets 1 minute to reintroduce themselves. Also, much like the original Judgment, they distance themselves from Yakuza hard. I mean, they do not... There are no cameos. There's no like.
Well, there's one.
Is there? Well, okay. There you can. We can't talk about that on this podcast, but yes, you can go. You at the very least, you can go and meet the bartender from Survive Bar. That's the only instance, but you can't even talk to him actually.
Yeah,
that's I think the only Yakuza character.
You can take a selfie with him.
You can take a selfie with him. Besides that, the other things that reintroduced from Yakuza 7 are like the Yokohama crime syndicates, the Seiryu,
the Yonjul, the Seiryu. Yeah. I haven't met any of those factions except for the Lumang, but
yeah,
they're there and they are mentioned because I mean,
yeah, because it's set in that city. But yeah, besides that, I mean, just some very minor reappearances. You can meet the old grandma from Ichiban Confections. She's still running the shop, but they do very hard. Like they don't put any Yakuza stuff in these games pretty much at all. No character crossovers, barely any references. They will reference the Tojo clan or whatever, but they don't mention any specific characters. So
yeah,
if you're expecting it,
they will mention the Tojo clan. They won't mention anybody in it. They won't say what the name of the chairman of the Tojo clan is.
No.
To that extent, like, or any families that you might know.
No, they always have just like original characters, which is good. I like that about it. It's kind of makes it fresh. And besides that, I just want to let's take the last 10 minutes to briefly talk about the story and what we think of it so far. So if you haven't played the game yet,
minor spoilers, I am up to chapter 6 at this point.
Okay, I have.
I mean, since you're only up to chapter 4, so I think we can stop there.
I've just finished chapter 4, I've just got to chapter 5. So the broad strokes of where the game is at story-wise for the beginning is like Yagami has gone to Ijincho to assist his colleagues investigating a case of bullying at a high school, which connects to a case that what his friends at the Genda Law Office are working with, where a cop named, what's his name? Ehara,
yeah.
Ehara was caught. He was caught sexually harassing a woman on a train. And at his trial, he basically was like, hey, by the way, about an hour ago, or like sometime today, they're going to find a body. Here's who it is. And that's good luck. Good luck, detective. So
I gave you all the clues.
So basically, it's like this guy is the parent of a child who was bullied, and content warning, he driven to suicide. So it's like, what is the broader conspiracy here? I don't know yet. This is where I'm
finished chapter 4, so you know kind of the twist that's introduced.
Yeah, I know the twist that I did not see that coming, but yes, there's a
that took me.
I can't wait to see where this. I mean, this is the thing, and well, let me just get into it with Judgment. So if you haven't played Judgment, also skip this forward 30 seconds. Judgment started out as like a Yakuza conflict that turned into this whole business,
governmental conspiracy, and like
with
experimental
medical
drugs,
testing. Yeah. It was fucking great. It's, I think, the best story in the whole series. It's up there.
It is definitely one of the better conspiracy plots.
Yeah, like the plot and the characters involved in the original Judgment are like, it is very good. I really like it. When you start playing it, you have no fucking clue where it's going to end up. But then by the time you get there, it doesn't feel like anything came out of left field. It feels very like understandable.
Yeah.
How every piece fits together. And my impressions on this game as of right now is that it is not going to be able to to meet that level. It just there's just something about it that doesn't feel like it's quite as like grounded, I guess. It's definitely a lot more like scary than Judgment.
Yeah, I mean that video, that cutscene that at the end of chapter 4 was legitimately kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy. And Judgment was, you know, it had its creepy moments. It was about a serial killer, but like this one, there's just this very much like, there's a lot of the conflict of this game involves things getting posted on the internet and like videos being spread. There's a lot of stuff like that, and that just makes it a lot creepier. But yeah, I'm really interested to see if this connects to like politics or the broader world of organized crime.
Yeah, because it's like neither of us have gotten to the point where it has become clear what the nature of this conspiracy is, or like how high it goes, or anything like that. So it's right now it just feels like a group of people killed a guy, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like a group of people killed a guy. Why did they? Who are they? Is pretty much the question. I will be looking forward to seeing where it goes. Do you have any other? I mean, that's pretty much, we've hit all of the major points. Unlike Yakuza 7, this is not a full reimagining of the series. This is just more of what we liked about Judgment, with a new, bigger map. And I wanted to say one more thing. I'm terrible with graphics. Something between Yakuza 7 and Judgment, I swear to God, this game looks really good.
It does look pretty good.
I don't know if it looks. I think the lighting looks a little better from Judgment, or from Yakuza 7. But I just think
it definitely looks different from the original Judgment, because the original Judgment had extremely like stark lighting.
Yeah, like, I love that lighting though. It looks good. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to say about Judgment? Because I think we hit all the broader points. Lost Judgment, I mean.
The soundtrack is really good.
Oh yeah, the music is really good. I think final Kamurocho radio review. It's as a first impressions. I think if you liked Judgment, definitely buy Lost Judgment. If you want more Yakuza that is not turn based, get either this or, I mean, play Judgment first, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's really fun. It's really good. I'm excited to see where the story goes, though it is making me raise my eyebrows a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I really like it.
I mean, I think the gameplay alone makes it probably worth your time, and I don't think the story. I feel like the story's probably not going to be bad.
No, I don't think so.
I think at this point they're kind of they are on a little bit of a hot streak, but I mean, yeah, obviously that has to end, or like they're not all going to be winners. But I'm fine with. I mean, so far it looks intriguing. You know, I can't. Yeah, it's hard to have a verdict on it as of yet. You know, it's. But I mean, the gameplay is a vast improvement over Judgment. Like enough that getting to play a traditional Yakuza style game and the new map, that's great. Like if you want more games in this series, not Judgment, but like in the beat 'em up style, like I think this is a great one to pick up.
It is really a thing where, and we were talking about this, I think yesterday or today, of just like every Yakuza game or every RGG game is better than its predecessor in terms of gameplay. So if we're talking about Dragon Engine beat 'em ups, you know, from 6 to Kiwami 2 to Judgment to Lost Judgment, the improvement is like staggering.
Is noticeable. Yeah, like just from 6 to Kiwami 2 is huge. Kiwami 2 to Judgment, I'd say, is a little smaller.
And then Judgment to Judgment 2 is pretty big as well. It just feels very refined.
It feels like they have perfected it in a way. Like they're very close to really sharpening it to like perfecting it in the way that they had in 0 before they swapped to the new engine.
Because the thing about the engine is that it's a lot less like I mean, the fact that it's so physics driven just makes it feel like it's a little less easy to tighten it up. There's just a lot more like chaos to it.
Yeah.
But it really does feel like Yakumi is very controllable in combat, which I think is good.
I think they've done a lot to also make it so you're not like, for instance, in Judgment 1, you're running all the time in combat. You're going to be bouncing off walls when you don't want to. Now you have to press the X button to run, unless you turn that on. Just little things like that increase the granularity of what you can do in a fight that they did not have in previous games. No,
it just feels... Also, just the things like all of Yakumi's extra moves that Kiryu doesn't have, his wall jumps, his leapfrog, he has a new move called Heavenly Leap, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's exclusive to Crane style.
That one is so cool. I always do that one. It doesn't. I mean, it's a dodge move. I think it has some extra benefits, but I just love doing it because it just looks. It so just cool. Looks cool.
He's got the Ariagamis on.
I know, it's so fun. Besides that, yeah, I mean, check it out if you have the time for it, if you have the money for it, definitely play it. It's really good. I'm going to play more of it literally the second I turn this off. So,
I'm not.
Well, I think that's it for this. I think that's it for our first impressions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up, and if the story takes any particularly good or bad turns, I will either subtract a half or add a half of a thumb for 2.5 or 1.5 thumbs up. Right now, I'm sitting at 2 thumbs up. It's very good.
Yeah, same. I'd say that as well.
Thank you all very much for listening. You find us in the usual places, noisepace.com, Kamurocho Radio on Twitter. And as always, Kiwami means extreme. EX means extreme.
Bye.